So you want to take over the snow rat hole. Here's how it's done. What's going on, guys? It's the Outcasts, and welcome back to another video. This is going to be another full base video that we'll be doing. I've had a lot of you guys suggest this one, so here it is. It only took a few hours to build. Just threw some of my old designs in. Actually, this is one of my brand new turret towers. The link will be in the description down below if you want to learn how to build that one. But we teach you how to build it in this video, just not as good as the last one. So make sure to go check that out. But this is basically just a brief way of how to build this. Again, you can add whatever you want. For example, if I built this on a server, I'd add so much more. But this is just the base stuff of what you'd need to survive in this little tiny rat hole. Because without it, this thing would be easily raided. But as you can see, I fortified it like crazy. This is based on the 100 turret limit. So if you have a server over the 100 turret limit, you can add as many turrets as you want. Just know every single one of my videos is based on the 100 turret limit. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Now onto the video.
Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is come all the way inside of the rat hole and build your foundations like this. You can build it as far back as you want, but I recommend doing exactly what I do to make the most room for this design to work. So make sure to fill in all this except for in the very corner. You want to leave that open so you can put the tech Jenny on the ground. And then come over there and put a double door and a double door frame. And just fill in the rest of these walls all the way up to the ceiling. And fill in as much gap as you can. Once you're done filling it in, put some ceilings right above the first layer of walls. So this is going to be the most compact design for this cave as we can get it. Because we need to fit as much stuff in here as we possibly can. So just put 2 layers of ceilings like that and build a little 1x1 with a door. And then go ahead and put your tech Jenny in this room. As you can see, it sits on the ground, meaning that they have to blow up the tech Jenny itself and not the foundation under it. So it's harder to blow up to take down the generator. And again, fill in as much gaps as you can. This is only for unofficial, just to let you guys know if you didn't hear it at the beginning of the video. So do not try to attempt this on official, it will not work. So go ahead and fill in the rest of this, except leave a gap right there where I have it, so we can get up to the second layer of the base. Once you're done building that, come over to this corner and put your Indie Forge down exactly how I have it. Some clipping will occur, meaning that you may not be able to access it. So if this does happen, quickly pick it up and replace it to where you have full access to the Indie Forge. After that, come over here and get your smithy and put it down clipping into the wall like this. Get it as close to the wall as you possibly can while you can still access it. Then put 2 fabricators next to that and then a smithy on the other side next to them. Once you're done with those placements, come and get your chem benches and put them on this wall right here. Again, this is just a recommended spot for them. You don't have to put them here, you can put them wherever you want. But I'm trying to fit as much stuff in this little tiny space as I can, while you still have movement for an entire tribe to be in here with you. For the next step, come over here next to the generator and place down 4 cryo fridges over here. Again, if you want to put them on the ground, you feel free to, but I'm trying to make this look the best, while also be the most compact that I can. So if you guys want to complain about that, please build it however you guys want. For the next part, come up to the top, put down a hatch frame and a trap door, and make sure to put a ladder so you can easily have access to the top. After you're done with that, come up top and get as close as you can to that ice piece without it clipping all the way through so you can't place it, and put down 2 vaults right here. After you're done with that, come to the wall where the chem benches are on the bottom. Get as close to this ice as you can while still being able to access the vault, and put it down, and then just keep pushing them over close to where you still have access to that far vault in the corner. So make sure that you do have access to that. Do not place a vault in front of that so you do not have access. Next, come over to this corner and put your industrial grinder in the clipping part right there. It will mess up a few times unless you get it very lucky on the first time. It took me a few tries to get it in there, but once you do have it in there, you will have full access to it. Next, get a preserving bin and put it in the corner next to the 2 vaults. Next, get your refrigerators and come on top of the industrial grinder and put it about 3/4 of the way over it, and then place 2 more next to it.
You've gotta know nothing lasts forever.
Next, get your industrial grinder, and before you put this down, make sure to get all your pipe connections for the indie cooker, which we're going to put right next to it, and place your industrial grill. And then get your indie cooker phased like halfway into it. Then get 1 vault and put it in this corner. Next, get 12 air conditioners and clip them into each other right here so you can hatch eggs all over the base. Once you're done, get a bunk bed and place it over here next to the vault. Once we're done with the base, come down here, put a heavy turret. This is optional, but it helps if they do break into the base. So I put 1 heavy turret there and a heavy turret here, and then I put 1 upstairs. Now onto the outside of the base, place 3 layers of 2 hatch frames on each one, just like this, and make them clip inside of the base to make it closer to the base so people can't rocket run your turrets. Next, get your turrets and put 2 heavy turrets right here, and then put a tech turret right next to it, and then 2 more heavy turrets on the other side, and then do this for all 3 layers up. Once you're done, it should look something like this. Next, this part is optional, but I highly recommend it if you want your base to stay up. Just fill this whole back wall right here with tons of turrets. For this wall, I put about 7 turrets, I believe, on here. Just do a mix between tech and heavy turrets. It really does help a lot, so your base will survive being attacked. And this is the base. Now onto the outside. For the outside, we're going to be making a 3x3 turret tower, the one from my latest turret tower build. So if you guys want to go check that out, it'll be in the link in the description, or just scroll down on the videos tab, or you can watch it here, but I don't go in depth as I do on the main video, so make sure to go watch that. After you have the base of a 3x3 down, just surround the entire foundations with walls and build that 2 layers up. Next, put ceilings on the top except for in the middle, because we're going to be putting a hatch frame, and then delete the foundation in the very middle on the bottom so you can place a tech jenny in there to make it harder for them to destroy the tech jenny. For the next step, surround your turret tower with foundations just like this. Next, surround the turret tower with stairs. Next, get your pillars and build 5 up on each corner. Next, get your ceilings and put them on each corner. Next, come onto each side and get a vault and place it how I have it. Get it as close to the edge as you can so it will fall and not stay on top of the pillar. And just do what I'm doing about 3 more times until it's stacked all the way up. After you're done, it should look something like this. Make sure to stack it up 3 more layers high, as you can see in my design, and then add ceilings out on each side like this. Then once you're done, connect all of them so if they take down one side of the pillars, the entire tower will not fall. Once you're done with that, get your hatch frames, come down to the bottom layer and put hatch frames on each corner, and then do this design that I have here. This only works for unofficial, so if you're on official, this will not work. Again, if you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to build this, go check out my latest video. I'm just doing like a kind of step through to show you guys like how to do it. After that, on every single layer, do not put it in the corner except for the bottom and the top layer, and it should look something like that. So now we're going to go on to the turrets. Come to the corner and put one tech turret, and then put another tech turret on the other corner, and then come in the middle and put one heavy turret. This is based for the 100 turret limit. This is not like my main design. My main design is a little bit different with the turrets. So if you're wondering why that's different, that's why. So come over to that corner and put down 2 heavies, and just do this around the entire turret tower and all the way up. Now for the entrance, to secure this a little bit better, because how the terrain is built, they can easily get in. What I'm going to be doing is putting a cliff platform and merging it into the ground to make the ground basically bigger so that they can't get in, and then I'm going to be building a hanging turret tower. You can build this tower however you want. I will be doing my own custom design, and I'll show you how to do it after I'm done. So we're going to start with 2 foundations on the top and just build pillars, and then simply just build them underneath. Again, you'll need to be on unofficial for this to work, but if you just bring it, you can bring it down however far that you want your towers to hang. So I'll be bringing mine pretty close down to the ground, and then it's simple from there. You just build ceilings and then just put hatch frames on them, and then you can build your own generator or have a tech gen just covering the whole area. That's what I did, but it should look like that. After you're done, it should look something like this. For the next step of this build, just get dino gates. I highly recommend them right here so that they cannot get to the cliff platform, and just basically surround your entire base by them. You can build it however big you want. I recommend putting multiple layers of these, but this is a very expensive defense system for your base, but trust me, it is 100% worth it because it stops gigas, golems, stops everything from getting by. Once you're done, it should look something like this. Make sure to put spikes in each of the dino gates, and make sure to fill it up on the cliffs above so that they cannot jump into the base. For the next step, I went ahead and put some spam and a lot of bear traps in there. The spam really helps a lot. I recommend putting it way farther out to keep people back so they can't follow up very close to you and cannon your stuff. But make sure to do some kind of spam like this, and as you can see, you don't have to do anything under here because it is just a little spot where the mesh is all like messed up. But make sure to put tons of bear traps so that if somebody is pushing on your base, they don't get in. For the final step, come over here to this little area. You can turn it into whatever you guys want, but just to block it off so people can't easily get in and blow up that tower, I put some cliff plats over it and just made a little tiny turret wall and then put 2 heavies in there just to keep people out of there. But that's the final bit for the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like if you're new, and don't forget to subscribe, and peace out.